Okay, so it's like 11:30. No, wait, that's a lie. It's like 12:30 on the night of Friday night before Saturday's Dewey's 24-hour readathon. It's gonna be a long video, I'm sure. And it'll essentially be, this is first my TBR, a bunch of updates probably, and then my wrap up for this 24-hour readathon. So we've already lost half an hour because I got distracted watching Cox's Baggage in my housemate's room. But first, now we're going to go through the things I'm hoping to get read today, tomorrow, seeing as I'll sleep before we're going to get in this 24-hour period, of which I've already lost like half an hour. So first off, I am about halfway through A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. If you look up top over here, it's got the dust jacket. I hopefully I'm going to get this finished, but obviously I don't mind if I don't. My goal for this readathon is to essentially read as much as possible page-wise. So I'm making a big effort to read like all the time, this 24 hours, rather than reading lots of books. I'm going to try and read lots of pages. So I'm going to be reading some of this, but then if I'm getting bored of this, I have some other options, and I'm going to jump between books to keep my interest for as long as possible and see how much I can get read. So I'll also probably be reading a bit of Monstrous Affections, which is an anthology of beastly tales. I've already read some of this, of course. You've probably seen it in wrap-ups and things. I've read about 150 pages, and I'm hoping to maybe get some of these done because they're short stories and I can kind of use them to break up my reading over the rest of the day. Another couple of books I might have a go of reading if I get around to them are The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson, which is a contemporary. And yes, It Follows. I was trying to go for It Follows and got distracted by my brain. It follows a girl called Lenny, who is, her sister died, and it's a love triangle between the new guy at her school and her sister's boyfriend, because she died, breakup. Apparently it sounds really cliche, but it's supposed to be really, really good, and I know a bunch of people who absolutely love this. So if I'm feeling like a contemporary at any point, I'll read this. And then if I'm needing something else as an idea, I also have here Angel Fall by Susan E., which is a post-apocalyptic angel novel that is apparently super fast-paced. I don't really know that much about it, but the new one comes out really soon, and I'm really keen to give this a try sometime soon, so hopefully I'll like this. So these are the 4 books that hopefully I'll get a chance to touch today in the next 24 hours, and you'll see in my updates how I'm doing. I just attempted to give this half-a-minute update and took a photo instead of a video, so congratulations me. But I just woke up. It is currently 9:30, 9:20, almost 9:30, and I'm still in my PJs, of course. I woke up an hour ago, and I have read a little bit since then, and I did read before bed after filming my TBR portion for about an hour. So I've done about 2 hours of reading so far, and I've slept, which will hopefully be all I sleep for the day. I did get a good like 7 hours sleep, because I'm not gonna cut myself down on sleep just to read more, because then I'll be too tired and I can't read when I'm too tired. But I have read about maybe 100 pages-ish of A Darker Shade of Magic, and it is going really good, and I'm loving it, and I'm so excited, and hopefully I'll finish it soon. Yes, that's what I'm going to go back to working on now. Okay, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Okay, so the weather is freaking horrible, but I am now dressed and showered, and I'm clean, and I'm no longer in pajamas, and it is now midday. So, achievement. But I have also finished a book, so let's talk about that. So far today I have slept for about 7 hours in this first 12-hour period of the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and I have read, I keep forgetting to remember it. I have read 185 pages of A Darker Shade of Magic, which finished this off for me. And I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but just saying, spoiler alert, it was really, really good. And it is now done. And now I'm about to embark on another book, probably a short story from the Monstrous Affections anthology. And then we'll see where we go from there. Hi again. So okay, I've been a supreme idiot and filmed the last however many clips I've done doing updates in portrait mode because I had my screen locked on one angle, so hooray for me being an idiot, but oh well. So it is now 2 o'clock. I've just had lunch and I had a delicious curry left over from last night because there was tons of it, and my housemate and I shared it for leftovers. And since I last updated, I have read one story from the Monstrous Affections anthology, and it was a doozy. It was like 50 pages or so, like a good hefty chunk. So I've read that. I'm now tossing up whether I want to read some more of this or whether I want to read some of something else. So I think I'll read a little bit of everything from now and we'll see how I go. So I'll see you again soon. So it's about 4:30, and since my last update, I've read another novella from the Monstrous Affections anthology. I didn't really like it as much as the first one, but again, I'll probably go into it in my wrap-up. So I have read a little bit more of this. And I've also read the first few chapters of Angel Fall by Susan E. and the first few chapters of The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I think I'm going to, from this point, continue with Skies Everywhere till I get bored of it, and then I might jump to something else. But I just spent like the last hour watching the Grace Helbig show, so no regrets, man, no regrets. Okay, I'll update again later. Hi, so it is now 10:30, and we're coming up to the meaty, nitty gritty end of the night. I'm in different clothes, you can probably tell, because I went out for dinner. Oh, my phone just rang. I went out for dinner with my housemate and one of our friends, and so I was doing things. And then we went and watched some TV, and I did read during ad breaks. And so what I did read was a little bit of The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I'm now about 80 pages in, and I'm going to continue reading this in the next hour and a half towards midnight. And so you'll see me then with a little update video, and then I'll film my wrap up tomorrow. And once again, I filmed like 5 minutes and I hadn't pressed record. So I am in my gorgeous PJs and it is just after 12 o'clock. So I am going to do a quick wrap up for you, recapping this Dewey's 24-hour readathon, which is now just finished. Yay, success! So first off, I read the last 185 pages of A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab to finish this book. This I loved. I'm going to talk about it more in my, what month are we? April wrap up. But I did give it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was fast paced and good and just, yes, I loved it. Then I read 11 pages of Angel Fall by Susan E. I read this just to kind of figure out in my head what kind of book I was in the mood for. So I read the first 2 chapters of this. I will be reading this month. It's not being put aside for any long period of time, but I didn't finish it today. I didn't read any further today, but I am enjoying this so far. The premise is really interesting and I enjoyed what I read. Then I read 2 stories from the Monstrous Affections anthology. The first one was Wings in the Morning by, good question, Sarah Reese Brennan, which I found hilarious. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. And then I read second story called Left Foot Right, which I didn't really understand. It kind of confused me a lot, so I only gave it 3 stars. The writing was enjoyable, but I just felt a little bit lost a lot of the time, so yeah, I only gave that one 3 stars. But so I read But so I read in total 75 pages of this bad boy. And then finally I read 177 pages of The Skies Everywhere by J.D. Nelson. This is a gorgeous book. Like, I just love it. It incorporates these bits of like poems and, well, they're all poems. I was going to say and things, but they're all poems throughout the text. And it's just so good. I have zoomed through this. I'm now more than halfway through. I'm definitely going to try and finish this tomorrow because it is absolutely gorgeous. And I also am really keen to pick up I'll Give You the Sun, which I have just there. I hopefully want to try and read it this month as well because this is gorgeous. And I love the way Jenny Nelson writes. So yes, this is a winner. So in total, that means for the whole readathon, let me step back a bit. Yes. For the whole Dewey's 24-hour readathon on this Saturday, I just looked at it and it's gone out of my head again. I read 448 pages. Ta-da! Which is a good achievement for me. That's like a large book. That is a whole large book, which I did a lot of stuff today. I slept a full 7 hours. I went for dinner, watched some TV shows, had lunch. I didn't push myself to read all day. I was planning on it. But we went out for dinner, which was in an update. We watched some TV. I did a lot of relaxing. I didn't do any schoolwork, which is probably the one thing that let me actually read. But I didn't cut myself off from the world just to read a lot today. So I call one book a pretty good achievement. And that's one big book, not one short book. That's like 450 pages. It's almost like a fantasy book. So I am very proud of that. And I'm just, yay. Yay. So thank you for watching this probably weird and twisted video. If you participated in Dewey's Readathon, comment down below and tell me how you did. And if you've read any of these books, and that's the other question, if you've read any of these books, tell me what you thought of them. I loved all of them, or what I read of all of them. So yes, yay. Yay. And you'll definitely see all of those books in my April wrap-up, because we're in April. Yes. Yay. So thank you for watching. I'm now gonna go to bed because, as you can see, I'm already I've been in bed for the past hour reading in bed, and I pulled myself out of bed to film this video. So I'm going to turn off my iPad and crawl back into bed, and then I will edit this video tomorrow, and I will see you then. Well, I won't see you then. You won't see me then. But I will see you soon with another video. Maybe, probably not something in the next week before. Thursday's the end of the month. I'll see you with my wrap-up in 4 days. And I'm hopeful that I get some stuff read by then, because if I get some free time on my hands, it can be really productive. Yay! Okay, see you then. Thanks for sticking through this really boring and confusing video.